Hello, my name is Taffies. I am just covering over my experience with staff, aka universities, aka Ellen Traveler, aka Ugly Bitch. Anyway, so I'm sorry if my mic sounds really bad, but I don't know how to fix it, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Um, so this is the response he has. I'll kind of also in the same video be going over final thoughts and stuff like that, but okay, here we go. Person T and I were high ranks in the most developed myth group at the time, Roblox's myths. Person T had developed a crush on me and came to me to review this. I didn't want to upset her at the time because she hung around some controversial and toxic figures in the community at the time and I decided to start a relationship with her. Name drop them now. I want to know who the controversial and toxic figures were now. Because me and you hung out with the same people. Me and you hung out with the same crowd. I hung out with Hello's Cog, Me Too School, University Slovenia. I hung out with them, and you also did too. So basically, you're telling me that everybody you hung out with is like controversial and toxic too. So why are you lumping me in with like terrible people? The only person that I hung out with that was terrible was Castam, and I'm a victim of him. So okay, anyways, you also came to me and revealed it. So I was in a call with Casdam, and Casdam also said that I thought that he was cute, and he went to you and talked to you about it, and then you came to me. Hence this message. I'm way cuter than my ex though, and whose name I will be blurring out. Um, so I didn't come to you about it. You came to me about it. Um, She would soon after start bombarding me with news whenever I didn't ask them, and that set a precedent for our relationship when we could be as sexual as we wanted to us, and neither of us said anything about it to each other or had any other complaints. You did ask for them. So let me go back to my thread about this response. Okay. I also made a thread on this. If you guys don't want to hear me talk about it, that's fine. I don't care. I don't take it personal. So he said like all of this. He said all of this. So he would call me his little snack because he would always ask for photos. And then when we were in call, he would always, ask me if we wanted to do a little e-sex session. Um, Sorry for the sniffling, by the way. It's cold and oop. And he would also say like yeah, he would also say like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute," and stuff like that. He would say, "Oh, you're my little snack," and stuff like that. And I was really into him. And this is the only, probably one of the only things I could find in my Instagram account that nobody follows. It's a Vent account that really showed all of this, but this is all I could really find because my Discord account is deleted. I believe this has to do with her hypersexuality trauma. She has admitted to being hypersexual and surrounding herself with men much older than her in leaked texts by person L in September Discord server. I don't know the Discord server, but I do know that I was hypersexual with people I was with. It wasn't because of my trauma, it was because I liked him and he was also sexual with me, so I was really sexual with him. Um how else do I put this? I was not hypersexual with everybody and anybody. I am actually asexual. I came out as asexual in 2019. So actually I have the complete opposite trauma, but um I don't know why he's bringing that into this too. I feel like he's kind of trying to dunk on me for it, especially with his thing saying I admitted to being hypersexual and surrounding myself with older men. I I don't know how else to say this, but it feels like he's literally just blaming me for being groomed because I never surrounded myself with men like that. I was in contact with older men like Castam, like my previous groomers, but I was never purposely surrounding myself with those men. I never admitted to it either. I don't know what he's talking about here. Um, I got groomed by an 18-year-old and a 23-year-old when I was 14. Those were the groomers I had before me and him got together. Um Anyways, where was I? Okay, she had also been nervous to talk about past communities she was in, claiming that everyone turned against her and called her a whore in these communities, so that might have something to do with it. I don't know why he's like also adding this. Also in the document that we released, I covered this too. If you guys want to read that, just so you guys don't hear me rambling, you can skip this part. But the explanation for it is basically this. When I was 14, my ex-best friend said I was a whore and fucked everybody, and my parents found out and they threatened to disown me. I was a virgin at that time. I was a virgin up until I was 19 because I wanted to wait. So that's what I don't understand. Why he's also bringing this up. He also brought this up numerous times with other people. He was also spreading that rumor too. I don't see him covering that. So, I'm confused also because it's like he's talking to me about like, oh, maybe it's her trauma. Oh, it's her fault though, because she surrounded herself with those men. But then he proceeded to spread those same exact rumors, reenacting my trauma with my parents and with my old friends. Um, so I kind of don't get his logic. I don't know if he's trying to humiliate me here, but I think he is. Person T was extremely self-conscious and vocal about it, so I lied and said that I printed out her nude photos and put it on my wall so I could look at it every day. This has never happened and literally just sounds like something out of a movie. Okay, this happened after me being vocal and extremely self-conscious about it happened after me and him broke up. This happened in 2019 after me and Evan broke up. Me and Steph got together October 5th around there, 2018, and ended in November 5th around there in 2018 as well. So this was all the way in June 2019. I don't know what he's talking about here. So I lied and said that this part. I also don't understand this part. I don't know why he's talking about this part. He did say he had a shrine of me, but I didn't think it'd be by nude photo. So I think he's trying to piece together a story that doesn't make sense. Um, I I don't know what he's talking about there. This has never happened and literally just sounds like something on a movie. I never printed or saved nudes from any of my exes. Okay, but you saved mine. Okay, anyway. I broke up with Person T because I didn't want to use my voice and I believed the relationship had gone way too far. This is also stated in the document. The reason why he ghosted me is not because he thought it went way too far and where he thinks that like it's too personal or something. He broke up with me because he was masquerading as an 18-year-old, dating me a 16-year-old, and thought it was touching legal bases, so he broke up with me. And he ghosted me because he just didn't, I don't know why, but he ghosted me because he just only came to me for sexual reasons. Like he only wanted to date me for e-sex. He didn't actually like me. So he just wanted to get with me because he could say that he hit, basically. Um, where is it? I didn't want to use my voice. I didn't care if he didn't use his voice or not. I really liked him, like I said. I was texting with Castam about this, and he told me that Person T was crying to him in a voice chat because I broke up with her. He said that he broke up with me because his mom was really sick and that he was mentally not in a good spot to date. So I took that as a right now I am not. I actually didn't want to date anybody. I'm sorry if I led you on, but I didn't mean to. That's basically what he was saying to me when we broke up. Nothing about him thinking it was way too far, him not wanting to use his voice, blah blah blah. This is how she and Cassim started talking to each other and had an early spark for how Person T became a victim of Cassim. That is not true. Me and Cassim, me and Cassim were best friends ever since we kind of met. This was like December 2017. Cassim started flirting with me when I became a supervisor in January 2018, February 2018, around there. That's not really an accurate time, but that is around the time that I became a supervisor because I remember becoming supervisor 2 months or a month after I joined. Our entire relationship was neglected by me, and I may have done some emotional damage to her by being uncaring and unwilling to open up. I would like to apologize for this and admit that I was not a good partner to person T. I will maintain that I was not abusive or predatory in any way. Okay, you were predatory because you only dated me because you wanted to hit. Um, you said I was the hottest bitch you ever gotten within that group chat, and if that doesn't scream I only was with her because she was hot, then I don't see how that's also not predatory. That was this was also sexually abusive because you only came to me when you wanted to have like a time with me where it was like sexual. You ghosted me if it was anything else. I tried to talk to him just for a conversation, just for a little conversation. I literally every day texted him, "Are you okay? How are you? Hi, hello, blah blah blah." He ghosted me and only came to me when he wanted to have like e-sex. And that's why I'm like, I don't know why you're saying that I sent you photos when you didn't ask, because you literally, quite literally, came to me only for sexual favors. Um, Evan, aka Way Too Fast. After we broke up, Person T started a relationship with my friend at the time, Way Too Fast. This was around a week or two after me and Person T had stopped dating, which is really weird. This is not true. Like I said, we broke up in November 5th around there. I started dating Evan around Christmas time, like December 20th, December 18th. If you think November and December are the same month, then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's just you. Um, I was later accused of leaking Person T's news to her ex-boyfriend, Void Too Fast. This is untrue, and photos were shared with Void of random people from Google Images edited to not appear on reverse image searches. This just sounds like a huge ass excuse. I don't know how else to say this, but it just sounds stupid. Like this whole reason really sounds stupid. So you're telling me that you created a group chat with everybody who hated me just to search up Google images of random people and edit them with my face on them and say they're my news. I don't. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. You admitted to in 2019. You admitted right after I confronted you. This time the group chat was around June 2019 when I broke up with Evan. Right after I broke up with Evan, not even a day. I think right after I broke up with him. Um, you told me that Evan made the group chat, and then Evan told me that you made the group chat. So you guys were having this notorious plan to invite everybody that hated me, including one of the victims who hated me at that time. And you told me that you were sorry for me that this was happening to me because I was having a PTSD. I was having a mental breakdown. I was having a PTSD episode. I was not in the right mind. Further evidence is in the document that we released, but you admitted the group chat existed, and when we confronted you in last year, like August, you said it didn't, and now you're saying it did. So I don't understand what story you're trying to go with, but keep lying if that's you, I guess. Okay. Void later came to Person T and Person L to apologize that they had dated me and tried to be there for my downfall. What? I'm just gonna skip that part because um he never came to me. He never came to me. Um, I would remember if my other abuser came to me. He never did. I know he went to Person L, but not to me. Me and Evan had not spoken to each other for years at that point, and we still have not spoken to each other. I don't care. Okay, this whole section, it's about Evan. You can read it if you want, but I don't care. Any further contact? No, I haven't had any further contact with Person T, as far as I am aware. She met someone else in the military and is currently engaged with them. She's getting married soon, and married people shouldn't have to worry about their exes. Last thing I want to do is get in the way of someone else's happiness. Okay, me and my partner, we're not together anymore. So I mean, when I was in contact with Uni before we exposed him, I guess. I mean, like, thanks for that, but I don't want to hear it. I don't care. But it's true. He hasn't gotten any contact with me, and I'm glad he hasn't. She has tried to comment under my YouTube channel on two separate accounts to drop accusations on me to try and stress me out. I guess I wish the best for her. Okay, shut up. First of all, you were talking on the post. Okay, I commented on a post and then I commented on a video. So those posts were only pertaining to the situation, the allegations. It's not like I went to his videos, like some random like gaming video, and like said, "Hey, remember that time where you did this to us?" I don't care, okay? I don't care enough in order to lurk through your stuff and act like I'm stalking you, like how you're stalking Leech. But that's another thing. I'm not gonna talk about that because that's in the document. But um, I I only commented about correcting what you have said about you saying, but they're not as innocent as they seem, blah blah blah, like shit like that. And I have the right to comment on stuff that pertains to me in my situation with you. Okay, okay. Evidence cannot be found of all of this because Person T's old Discord account was terminated for being extremely racist and pedophilic and getting reported for it. Okay, so I had a friend server that got mass reported, and they banned everybody. They banned everybody. The reason I was banned was not because of pedophilic and racist behavior, it was because of gore. I didn't even post gore. I don't even know where that even came from, but they said I posted gore. Um, so that wasn't because I was quote unquote extremely racist and pedophilic. But okay, whatever story you want to spin. I mean, I guess your supporters are all there for it, but whatever is going on in your mental asylum-ish friend group, that's fine. The one screenshot I can find can be seen below. When there's tons of lollies in RM. This might be ironic, I don't know. Either way, she's responsible for what she posts as an I. I'm a victim of lolicon. When I said this in 2018, it's obviously ironic. It's basically a jab at my trauma, and I'm sorry. But it's just me making fun of my trauma, making light of it. The two groomers I mentioned earlier in 2016, 2017, when I was 14, the 18-year-old and the 23-year-old, they were obsessed with me because I was a little Asian girl that sounded like a lolly. They would make me sing Pump Pump Kimochi. They would also make me do like say like Japanese phrases, but most of all, they would groom me and think that and make me think that I was like a real life lolly, and they were just overall obsessed with me because I was a little Asian girl with a whistle voice. And whistle voice is I mean like a high pitched voice that sounded like an anime character. So when I say stuff like I love lollies and stuff like that, I have been very vocal about being against lolicon behavior. I have been very vocal about being against any sort of fictional pedophilia in general, because I am a victim of reality coming from or fiction becoming reality because they're just terminally online. So when I say stuff like that, it's of course it's ironic, but I can see why it also would be offensive, and I'm sorry for that. Of course, it's not an appropriate joke to make, but um again, I'm a victim from it and it's a way for me to cope, but I don't make those jokes a lot. I am taking therapy and kind of finally I'm starting to cope healthily. I'm finally starting to break away from the trauma and accepting that it happened. Overall, I I don't even like I'm not even that mad. I'm just confused because I don't understand anything that he's saying. He hasn't gone over why he would reenact my trauma with the people I won't name. Why he would constantly bring up that I was a whore too, reenacting my trauma when I was younger. When I was, yep, in 2016, I was 14, my ex-best friend, she told everybody that I was screwing everybody. I was a virgin until I was 19. Um, so of course that made a mark on me. That was extremely traumatic because my parents found out and they tried disowning me over fake rumors. And it just made no sense because I'm like, well, I don't know why he's bringing up humiliating parts of my trauma into our relationship that had nothing to do with it. But his whole point here is to humiliate me. So I get it, right? I get it. If you want to discredit your victims, you do your best to humiliate them. And that makes perfect sense. But in this way, he didn't address anything about reenacting my trauma, about spreading those rumors again with everybody again. And that's just the type of person he is. So anyways, second part of this video, our document. So I wanted to go over our final thoughts and feelings of this. After my video drops of this, please, please, please do not contact us or the other victims about the situation or about the myth community in general. We just want to be left alone. I appreciate the support. We all do. And I really thank all of you for listening. We've been going at this for a year. We've been trying to voice our stories for a year. And Uni has been sending people to harass Leech. Uni has been sending people to harass me recently. But he has also been an alt harassing Leech. Has also been telling Leech that he's a cheater and stuff like that when Leech in reality was actually with someone before him and got groomed by them too. So that's a whole other thing that the Leech can cover if he wants to, but that's also in the document here if you want to read it. It's a lot. This is my part. If you want to reach it, I'm gonna reach it. If you want to read it, feel free to. Yeah, this is the whole Evan group chat thingy. The whole situation of him reenacting my PTSD, spreading the rumors, again, the same rumors that basically my parents tried to disown me for. Him discrediting it and saying you literally are taking the word of mouth from someone, the same person who lied about being 4 years older than I actually was for 8 years. So I am confused also when I read that because he's basically saying that you can't trust me. I lied about everything. So why would anybody trust his document? Because he was saying that you can't trust me because I lied about my age. What makes you think that anything I say was true? Then why would we trust his word on this document? See, that's something I don't understand about him is that he will always say some flip-flop shit. And then it just doesn't make any sense to me. He also has like connections to like other rapists, other like this person. This person. He has also raped a little girl. He raped a little girl. Where's a screenshot of it? But yeah, he has raped a little girl, and I don't know why he wants those people to represent him. Stan Daisy. But I mean that's just him. He can choose whoever he wants to defend, and that's his fault in the end of the day. So I also wanted to say sorry if I sound very like salty or something. I kind of am because he's lying about my experience with them. He's lying about almost everything he has said. But that's just my side. And again, thank you guys, but please do not come to us anymore about the situation once like all this drops. I mean it already did drop, but I mean like just don't come to us about this anymore. Don't come to us about myth content, the myth community. We are trying to move on. It took a lot out of us to actually just make this whole document. 114 pages of all this. Like, I had so many breakdowns so many times where I stay awake at night asking why this happened to me, asking why is he acting like he didn't do that. Um, Uni has a weird victim mentality where he always sees himself as the victim no matter what he does. He will always see himself as the victim. And I have discovered that over the years of being his friend, that anytime something happens, he will always jump at the victim part. He will always jump at victimizing himself. I have learned in therapy that if you think of yourself that way, you're destined to fail. Um, you're never gonna find happiness. And I never thought of myself in the victim mentality once. Even though I am a victim of multiple things, you have to embrace it and accept it that yes, things have happened to you, but you have to accept that you are still a person. Everything that has happened to you that is dehumanizing, that it hurts, you are still a person, and at the end of the day, like these things that happen to you do not define you. So you have to move forward and accept that yes, this happened to me, but I can move forward. I can be happier. I can be better. I can show the people that abused me, that have hurt me, that I am still alive and well. I am me. That's what's important about it. And I want to tell all of you victims out there too that you are not alone. Um, it's been very hard on all of us, especially. Leech has had his fair share of hurting. Um, Victim Pink has as well. Um, and I'm very sorry to everybody that has also been through a situation like this, especially when your abuser is trying to come back and refute everything you have gone through, that they have done to you. Um, it's something that nobody should ever go through, and I reach out to you. Thank you for being so strong as well. It's super hard. It's emotionally taxing and draining. And at this point, I'm kind of tired of it. The reason why I don't sound so distraught is because I'm just tired of this. I want it to be over. I know this video is kind of long. You don't need to listen through all of it. I know I sound kind of weird. My microphone sounds kind of weird, but I thank you guys. If you reached this point, thank you guys so much. But please do not reach out to any of the victims about anything else pertaining to the myth community. We are adults. I am currently in school studying biotechnology. I am a veteran. I have my own car, my apartment. I am making money. I'm literally planning a trip to like New York next year. I have so much in life going on right now, and this is the last thing I wanted to do, but it had to happen. Um, and I thank all of you for your support again. Please, 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 if you have any more like interactions with Uni that you want to cover, do not feel scared to share it. Um, but I just wanted to let you guys know as well. Also to the other victims out there, um, you are not alone, like I said earlier. Please don't think that you will never get out of the hole of PTSD, of depression, of anxiety, of it happening again. Um, the world is blessed to have you. People that can share their story, people that can share warnings, people that can also read red flags, also can just tell people like, hey, like be careful. You shouldn't be so open with strangers on the internet. And I do regret being 14, 15, 16, being so open with adults. Obviously, I shouldn't have been so naive, but again, I wanted friends. I wanted a connection, and it landed me through so much. You just have to be careful of who you have connections with. Um, that's all I wanted to say. Please be safe out there. The myth community is full of vulnerable people. It's full of people that are mentally not well. And I say this because I have been in situations where people would talk to me and vent to me about what's going on in their life. And over the years, I would figure out that, hey, this community is not that safe because anybody could confide in anybody. If you get what I mean, anybody could go to someone that's an adult, that's while they're a minor, and confide in them, and it could land them in a situation that leads them to potentially being hurt. It's not your fault that you wanted to confide in somebody. It's not. Don't blame yourself if you have ever been groomed either for this. It's not your fault. You wanted a friend. You just wanted to have a connection. Um, that person that I mentioned earlier that was also a rapist, they're telling me it's my fault because I shouldn't have been in a relationship with someone that was untrustworthy. I don't get what they're trying to say. I don't know if they're trying to say that Uni's a very unreliable person or if they're trying to defend him. Their whole shtick is kind of weird, but if you want a rapist to defend you, that's your thing. People people flock alike in the same crowd. It's a thing. But thank you so much for being here. If you stayed at the end of the video, thank you. Um, okay, goodbye.